thanks for tuning in. My name is Brad Micklin. I'm the attorney and managing member of the Micklin Law Group, which is a law firm concentrated in men's and fathers' rights in divorce, custody, and family law matters, with offices in Nutley, Montclair, New Jersey. And as I said, our firm is concentrated in men's and fathers' rights because I believe that historically, men and fathers were largely ignored in the divorce process when it came to issues like custody and alimony. And it's our job to empower them in this process because a lot of the laws have changed, but many of the attitudes have not. I'm also the proud author of the best-selling book, How to Survive and Thrive When Divorcing a Narcissist. If you or anyone you know may be dealing with these issues, you can find this book on Amazon.com in both a Kindle and a paperback version. Today is part of my weekly series where I do a tip that I believe will help assist men and fathers throughout the divorce and family law process. And my tip today is about what to expect in the divorce and family court in the year 2021. I picked this topic not because the laws have changed so substantially for next year, but because I think the COVID-19 quarantine issues are going to have a severe impact, not just in this year, 2020, when I'm recording this, but I think well into next year and possibly even the year after that. Fortunately, 2020 was a year that saw a lot of changes in the family court in order to deal with the COVID-19 issues. The court instituted electronic filing, they instituted virtual conferences, and it really helped us move our cases. It didn't help the court much. They're still getting the same amount of filings, they're just dealing with a lot less daily volume. So they're getting more and more backlog than they anticipated, and even worse than when the quarantine first hit us. Additionally, as hard as the judges are trying, cases are not being handled like they were before, and especially when you look at argument and trials. No matter how hard the court tries, you can't try a case the same way virtually as you did in court. Seeing the body language, listening to the intonation, handing documents back and forth gave a different impression. And family courts specifically are charged with interpreting this kind of nonverbal behavior when making decisions. Now they're not able to do so. I think this is going to cause possibly more appeals to be filed, which is when somebody goes to the higher court and asks them to review what the family court or divorce judges did. Now, I think the appellate division is going to be charged with the task of deciding, do we try to correct these errors and send them back to the family court, or do we find some other way to manage this, because that's just going to add more cases to the already growing backlog that the family court's dealing with. Now, ultimately, that may be a good thing. Anybody who has had protracted litigation or even a complex divorce knows that historically, divorces and family law cases took a long time to try. You could count on a couple months. Now, given the backlog and the difficulty with virtual appearances, some trials are taking or being projected to take up to a year to complete, which is an exceptional amount of time and an exceptional amount of cost to the parties involved. So I think it's going to actually help the parties if the courts do find new ways to compel the alternate dispute processes like arbitration and mediation in ways that the court doesn't have right now available to us. I hope this information helps you. If it does, please give a like and share it so that others get to see the video. You can also subscribe so you get notices when I go online, and that will allow you to send me comments that you have about the materials I post, questions you have about anything I cover, or requests for information you would like me to present. Thanks for tuning in and stay safe. Feel free to contact me with any questions.